Alright, so for this game we have Necrons and Dark Angels against Orks, 2,000 points aside. So we started off on the Scouring and Dawn of War. So we rolled for the objectives. This one is a 2-pointer and has Skyfire Nexus. This one is a 4-pointer and has Sabotage. This one is a 3-pointer and has Sabotage. And this one is a 3-pointer and has Sabotage. This one up here is a 2-pointer with a targeting relay. So Necrons have lined up in the ruins with some infiltrating scouts. Necrons have started their movement phase by moving these guys up, and they took that objective and are now barely controlling it. They moved back away so they didn't get caught in the blast. And Orks have set up their Labas behind some cover. Luda's in cover. Luda's will be promptly getting out of cover. And then their vehicles lined up on the left flank with some Labas. And Orks failed to seize initiative, so that would be why Necrons and Dark Angels are first. And 1-point objective in Mysterious Forest. Alright, so at the end of Necron's turn, nothing had really happened. A few Ludas had been killed. End of Ork turn 1, Orks have moved up. They assaulted the Land Raider, rolled and explodes, and his Deathwing ability made me re-roll it, so it got immobilized, and the second pen destroyed a weapon. Trucks moved up. This guy deployed out his payload, that's what assaulted. This guy still has hit all of his boys. Ludas fired into the snipers up here and did nothing, and Labas did nothing except scatter back onto these Ork boys and make them 3 Ludas. End of Necron Dark Angels turn 2. So Termes popped out there, helped slaughter that group of Orks that assaulted it. The other boys that were in that truck got blown up and shot some more and are currently booking it back. What's that Annihilation Barge? Doomsday Ark failed to wound my battle wagons over here. Ludas took a few wounds, and that's about it. So my trucks are pretty much gone. This one took a glancing hit. And so we're moving on to Orks turn 2. End of Ork turn 2. Dakajet and 3 Defcopters have come on. Defcopters came over from this side. Fire from Ludas took out 1 scout. The Laba over here took out 4 Necrons that still have to make their come back to life roll. And concentrated fire from these 4 guys took out 2 Termes, or is it 1 Terme? And I managed to wreck the Land Raider with a Death Roll attack. So that's Orks turn 2 going into Dark Angels and Necrons turn 3. So, end of Dark Angels Necrons turn 3. They wrecked the battle wagon there. They took out the Defcopter in the ruins, giving them 1 point for fast attack. And they made the Ludas here run off the table. He made his leadership save with him the only one left. These guys were the ones that took out the Defcopter. And that's about it. Time to move on to Orks turn 3. End of Orks turn 3. Shooting an assault nearly wiped out these Terminators, ended up killing Belial. which gave Orks Slay the Warlord. This knob barely moved over as he moves towards the objective. The Labas did absolutely nothing, scored a direct hit on these guys, but ended up doing no wounds. This battle wagon and its payload and the big shooter on this one managed to kill 2 Terminators over here, and these Orks managed to come up here and lost combat by 1. They killed no Necrons and lost 1 guy themselves. And the Defcopters moved up behind the hill over here for cover. And that's it for Ork turn. On to Necron turn, or Dark Angel and Necron turn 4. Alright, end of Dark Angels, Necrons turn 4. This fight over here ended up with absolutely nothing happening as the Necrons made all of their resurrection rolls and their leadership roll. Nothing over here happened. Failed to do anything there. Orks mopped up over here. Last remaining Luda made his save. And now it's on to Orks turn 4. I think that's everything. Yep. End of Orks turn 4. So these guys hop back in the battle wagon. Dakajet came back on, and with this battle wagon and this battle wagon, they opened up a can of whoop ass on the Necrons here. About 3 were lost in total after saves and resurrection rolls. Over here, Orks lost 1, killed 1 Necron. Ends out even. And the Lavas didn't end up doing much. They inflicted some wounds, but these guys all resurrected. And my Luda missed everything. So far, the score is 2-1. And it's on to Dark Angels and Necrons turn 5. Alright, so end of turn, the wagon was blown up there. Orks ended up taking out a couple Necron guys over there. Necrons moved forward, took out this Defcopter that was here, and blew up this battle wagon. Boys deployed here, and then in my turn they ran over here. And that's about it. Boys have moved up there, Dakajets moved up to take some shots, and this is the beginning of Ork turn 5. Yep. Alright, so bottom of turn 5, end of Ork's turn. Orks charged in, dealt enough wounds to win combat, and beat the Necrons on the initiative, rolled a 6, and got up top there to control the objective. Combat continues over here, but the Defcopter holds the objective. Orks ran over here, control the objective. If it goes on to turn 6, Necrons will have to run over and take this objective if they wish to hold on. Now for the roll-off. Who wants to roll? What is it, a 4+? And it looks like the game continues on to turn 6. Alright, Dark Angels, Necron, turn 6, coming up. So I messed up recording on turn 6, but at the end of Necron and Dark Angel turn 6, but end of Orks turn 6, mopped up over there, made these guys break. Didn't do anything to these Terminators. So far I'm holding 3 objectives, and the Necron Dark Angels are holding 1, and it is worth 3 points. So on to turn 7 because I rolled a 6. Alright, end of Necron Dark Angel turn 7. He charged up here, my knob killed 1, and he killed my knob, and that was the end of that, and combat was broken. So I still hold that objective. He killed me off of here with his chariot barge thing there. And it's, and he shot up a bunch of boys over here and killed my knob in the school. So it's on to Orc turn 7. Alright, at the end of Orc turn 7, Orcs moved up in to take that objective. Death Cop moved flat out all the way over here to take this 1-point objective. Ended up inflicting a wound on himself thanks to Brain Leaf, whatever they're called. And that's about all that happened in Orc turn 7. So now it's time to tally up the points. End of turn 7. It is a tie game. So this is the way it ended.